Good morning. I just wanted to talk through a couple of things that you can do every day to help to bring your body back into balance. So, one of them is the foot proprioceptors. So, on the bottom of the feet, working outwards from the sole of your foot towards the outside of your foot, you rub firmly in all directions. What this helps to do is to turn on your feet and allow the feet to communicate with the over 600 muscles in your body. If you can't do it yourself, get someone else to do it if you're brave enough, or you can get yourself one of those Shakti mats and, wake up the soles of your feet. But once again, if you can reach it, it's also good to twist and pull your each toe in turn, because the toes in reflexology are about the head, the neck, and the shoulders. So by waking those up, we're also waking up those muscles around the head, the neck, and the shoulders. So that's one thing we can do to allow our feet and our brain and our muscles to communicate each day. You can actually do a similar thing on your hands, but the feet, we need to support our feet. The feet are about grounding. The feet are about receiving energy. The feet are about grounding through that eighth chakra that goes down into the earth underneath it, the soles of our feet. So it wakes up our souls. And the other thing about the eighth chakra, which is underneath our feet, is it helps to align our main seven chakras. So when the feet are awake and alive and being looked after, it allows these other seven chakras, to really wake up and vibrate and feel beautifully alive. So that's another one. Another one you can do when your eyes are sore. So these are a few things that I don't normally do in our little balances. When your eyes are sore, you can use your switching. So remember, this one helps to integrate the left and right sides of the brain. So if you actually do that at the same time, keeping your head still, at the same time as looking left and looking left a little bit further, and I know this looks awful, and then look to the right, and then look to the right a little bit further. That's helping to wake up the neurons and that optic nerve, those optic nerves that come into our eyes. And then you can do the same thing looking up. Look up a little bit further, stretch those muscles, and yep, it feels a little bit uncomfortable. And then look down a little bit further. So that helps to stretch, because we've got 5 out of 6 of our eye muscles attached to this bone in behind here, the sphenoid bone. So we can also just gently put the palms on the side of the eyes and gently pull up just for a moment. And then again, breathe in. And then relax. So that allows that energy just to stretch. Another thing that we can do, think about the tailbone. So the dura attaches from the tailbone right up around your spinal cord, all the way into underneath the skull. We do a lot more learnings about these in my signature system kinesiology training, which starts next year. So, but the foundations covers a lot of this as well, my kinesiology foundations course. So basically with that one, if you're rubbing your tailbone and then holding GV20 at the top of the head, what that's doing is allowing that connection between the tip of the dura on both ends, and then swap over. I always do it with a couple of fingers up in here. Just hold that while rubbing that tailbone. So that's allowing that vibration to travel up the spinal cord if we've got insufficient spinal cord fluid. But if you can't do this, once again, because you're bedridden or you don't have the energy, just imagine. Just imagine the energy from the tip of the tailbone all the way to the skull. Imagine it whizzing up and down the spinal cord. The physical action in our body follows energy. So when we visualize it, we can start to improve those processes. Another thing we can do, just sort of one more thing and then we'll stop, but this is another one. At the base of the skull, there's some little divots. And in those little divots, which is at the base, so you can feel like some little indents in the skull. If you rub those indents, they're called the labyrinthine reflex points. And these little labyrinthine reflex points help to balance the head on the neck, on the shoulders. So when you give them a rub and just move your head around, you're just waking up those ligaments, tendons, muscles in relation to the neck, which can be really good for things like just, when our head is working way too hard, holding that head on the neck, on the shoulders. And the other area that really helps to center us is at the base of the buttocks. So, just underneath where the butt is, just imagine the two little points and giving those little spots. They're called the ischiotuberosities. So rubbing those ischiotuberosities also helps to center our lower part of the body. So a bit different from normal. Hope you enjoyed that. Take care. Have a fabulous weekend. And I hope you enjoyed the blue moon. It was beautiful here in Australia, but some people are really feeling some narky energy associated with it all. Have a good one.